There we go. All right. This was what I was trying to. Yeah, the Zoid in the thumbnail. It was, I have no idea what it was. It was something. Toys from the 50s and 70s, some of them are more dangerous than the more dangerous, the more fun. Yes. And hello, Padawannabe. Thank you for joining me tonight. So there I was digging through some old boxes. Let me get some of these out of the way. Coming across things. I have no idea what this guy is. It is I don't know if this is a transformer or what this is. Because I had a series of toys. Some were Transformers, some were GoBots, some were, I know. Let me reposition my microphone here as I bump into my desk and make a bunch of clanging noise. And I wish my camera would show things in better detail without actually blowing out the highlights. This guy, I have no idea what this is. As I use a little magnifier lens here. Bandai, Japan, and what looks like 1983 MR-25. Gonna set him back. So this guy is, I guess, the first one. All right, so that goes back, and these go down for the feet. Yeah, there I was just clearing out storage, going through box after box of my childhood toys, all the feelings, all the memories flooding right back. Let's see. Come on, camera. Focus. Focus. You can do it. I believe in you. Come on. Yeah. Okay. Well, woo. Hi there. Rawr, rawr. Okay. That's probably as good as it's going to get. Let's see. Padawannabe says, looks like a recreation of a Dinobot named Swoop, I think. It was a Pteranodon. Aha. I had that F-14 Transformer. I thought it was weird as a kid because it had four wheels on a plane. Yeah, it's got the wheels on here. Let me transform it back into. Yeah, I have no idea how long these have been in storage. Multiple decades. Well, there it is. So yeah, that does that, and that does that, and that goes there, that goes there. Click. Move that there, that there. The wings do not, yes, the wings are not flight worthy. But yeah, if the camera will go on it, there are the wheels, the non the non-retractable uh landing gear. Yeah, looks like a GoBot. I'm thinking that's what it is. So I'm going to set him aside and move on to some of the others. This guy, I'm thinking this guy is a transformer. The wheels just, I mean, the legs just kind of plop down like that. And then, I guess these do that. The feet are there. And I'm thinking that's, yeah, that's face. I actually don't remember too much about this as a kid. If my mom didn't buy this for me, I might have got it from a neighborhood kid. I don't think I particularly liked this one. It was, if the camera will focus on the shininess of it, you can kind of see, amazingly, the decals are still on there, paint or decals. On the bottom side, it's graying where the fake chrome on the plastic is rubbed off. And yes, we got a little landing gear here, which really means nothing. I'm going to set him aside. Let's see. Okay. I do have a number of others here that are just as crazy. Now, these, I want to say these are GoBots. What's this? Panawannabe says, I still have my Space Voltron. Oh, that's cool. It's one that has like 20 different ships, some land, some sea, some air. Ooh, that sounds neat. Yeah, this is like a small portion of my old childhood toys. Some of them were Micronauts, which were another box. There are some Transformers, some GoBots. This guy, I think, is a GoBot. Let me see. Let me see what I can see here. Which is a whole lot of nothing, actually. Yeah, there is really nothing on this. That's an oddity. Now, I was trying to, I pulled this out of the box just the way it is. The arms, well, there's the face, and the arms like flip around here. They're somewhat articulated, but I feel like if I do it too much, it could break. And then I feel like it flips back down like that. Then the legs, which don't seem to move at all in any direction. But going by memory, I want to say the legs swing back around and do something. It's stuck like this, I guess, due to age, and I don't want to try breaking it or messing with it too much. Let's see, this guy, GoBots, I guess, or like the, oh, camera, you almost focused on it. I guess the GoBots were like the poor kids Transformers. And this guy, now this, if I could describe how the plastic feels, it's so thin. This feels weird. This is like a mix of plastic and die cast metal. Come on, camera. Do I need to like grab a cloth or something? And yeah, all the things I do on air. Q-tip. All right. Now, if I was using OBS Studio, I could like fine tune my camera, but StreamYard, not much I can really do about it. And checking back in the chat, Padawannabe says, I have very few toys from my childhood, but as I got older, I started buying stuff. I really had to talk myself out of the Masters of the Universe retro stuff that came out recently. That's cool. Yeah, I can understand that. I think I still have a few, mm, maybe one or two old Masters of the Universe, He-Man from back in the day. Melted Copper, hello. Thanks for joining tonight. Let's see. I'll give that a try. It could just be Gremlins. I will blame it on Gremlins because when I was doing comic books like a couple of months back, no problems. I guess it's the shiny toys and stuff like that. My Logitech camera doesn't quite like it. Of course, if I lay it flat down, it's great. These are all right. So this is blue. I was thinking, well, maybe the color might. No, it's probably just the shininess. Because when they're down here, there could be like minimum focusing distance. Now this one, again, not that much in the way of. Some of these toys said like Bandai or something or other. Oh, hang on. Japan. And they both swing out of the way like that. I could get more light in here, but it would blow out the details and everything. I know. More light with my cell phone. Something 1982. Yeah. Old pseudo transformers. Now this guy, I can't remember if this guy actually had like little propellers that stuck in here and they got lost over time. But do that right there, and boom. Oh, it kind of focused right there. Again, there's just some crazy stuff. It's like you had Transformers and then you had everything else. Gonna set that aside. Going to set him aside. All right. So you can kind of see a theme here of robot toys. I got a few others here. All right. Got a couple of these. I'm going to set him aside. See, this guy is a very old race car. Oh, yeah, this one says Bandai 1983. It's toys on a table. It keeps focusing on the back stuff. Yes. And like I said before, I used to, before I moved to StreamYards, I was using OBS, but I found OBS really taxed my computer. StreamYards is a bit easier on resources, but man, I wish they had better controls for the camera exposure and all that. Yeah, I do see it now. Things on the table seem more in focus. Wow. All right. I'm having to be very careful because 1983. This toy has not been touched since 1983. Well, aside from like my digging it out of the box and going, "Oh, wow, I remember that." And I feel like if I go too far, I will break it. All right. So yeah, the front of the car flips down. There's the robot head, his arms, the legs. Oh yeah. Well, got the exposure right, focus is off. Yeah, compatible wannabe. I even bought the Transformers from the new series, and they were already about 20 years old. Wow. So yeah, I don't know why I have these popped out. Will they pop in? I'm kind of hesitant to. Oh, there it goes. And then that one, that one. Aha. I think I'll just leave it like that. That feels very iffy. And then these guys, chunks of red plastic. They're like space, look like space shuttles. I have absolutely no idea what they are or where they came from. Kellogg's, something Kellogg, 1985 Kellogg Company. Okay, so these were. You swing this down, swing that up, and then boom, there's the face. And yeah, this is, I'm going to lay it down. Maybe it'll focus a little bit better. Yeah, cheesy little toys you find in cereal boxes. This is crazy. I know it's not my studio lighting because this is like 600, 800 watt indirect lighting. I can't get it any more diffused than what it is already. All right. This is crazy. Let's see. That one looks like several slot cars I have. Surprise toy and a cereal. Yep. Yeah, it did, didn't it? This guy, when you were a kid, that's it. Yes, I was about to say, when you're a kid in the 80s and you had all kinds of neat toy watches, I've got this. I don't have the band that it attaches to, but Padawannabe, you're right there with me, aren't you? Mind blown. That's how I felt when I found this at the bottom of a box. And I can pull that out. Okay. Let's see. How did this go? One or the other? Oh, there we go. There we go. Yep, right there. There we go. There we go, right there. And then the arms really are not articulated, but you can see the robot face right there. And then there's something here that kind of slid and clicked into a watch strap. So this would be on your wrist like that. Okay, will it focus? Whoa, look at that. It focused. Impulse robot watch. I guess it just needs text to zero in on. That's why it always worked better on comic books. Okay, and it just lost focus. So yeah, but for like a few seconds, it was focused. And you can see the little robot head right here. It kind of swivels a little bit. I actually don't want to do it too much because the arms are up and they kind of block it from swiveling. But yeah, it folds down, clicks into place, kind of secures everything. Now, if I can get this close to the camera again, it might focus on the text. Come on, camera, work with me. It did it earlier, but it doesn't want to do it now. Whoa, whoa, it did, almost did. Did for like a split second, but you get the idea. You'd be going to school, being a complete nerd with that on your wrist. I cannot tell if the little digital watch bit is still in there or if I took it apart and threw the watch insides away. I see a screw missing here. So I might have taken it apart. That looks physically broken, so there might have been like a little clip or something there. I might have taken apart, removed the guts because the batteries were always like leaking or they would corrode, which is probably why the arms looked like they were on backwards. Because they do look like they articulate backwards. Huh. And checking back at the chat again. I had many of those tabletop arcade games. Yes, burned through those big cell batteries. Yeah, like the C cell. You'd get like those cheap Radio Shack batteries because they were cheap, and you would go through like a pile of them. Then you'd splurge on like, or your folks would splurge on some Duracell or Energizer, and they would last a whole lot longer. Yeah, it happens. Let's see. What else have I got here? I'm going to set these aside up here. All right. This guy, this is crazy. This is a Corgi brand supermobile, DC Comics, and what looks like 1978 or 79. I'm showing you the backside of it, but here is the top of it. So you got actually remember seeing this vehicle in some Superman comics because Superman would always fly in deep space. And if I push that, boom, the arms pop out. I am amazed. uh, yes. Pop. It's got some age on it. It's got some patina on it. Got a lot of dust. And some. There. The first time in 40 years that it's been dusted. Little cabin. If I can get it up here, you can kind of see Superman in the cabin. So this is crazy. This is me as a kid reading through my pile of Superman comics, playing with toys and action figures. I can't tell you what this feels like. All these memories and whatnot coming back. Killer Rabbit from Space says, cool, a friend of mine had that. Yeah. And Wes Cagle, hello, Wes Cagle. What does Superman need with a spaceship? Yeah, I think from what I remember in the comic books, the explanation was when he was going into deep, deep, deep space away from the sun, he didn't have, well, and I guess in the 70s, he wasn't so massively overpowered like he is now. But in the comic books, it's like, well, the further he went away from the sun, the weaker he was. So he needed a supermobile to help preserve his powers so he could like reserve his Superman ness strength. Plus, it kind of shielded him when he was around kryptonite, hence the manipulator arms that would come out and move stuff around. And this, they kind of look like little fists. But of course, my camera won't focus on that. Oh, and another reason why the toys was, yes, marketing, plain and simple. Like, how many toys can we sell? Now, this next one I pulled out of the box is simply mind blowing. This is another Corgi toy from 1980. I'm showing you the back side of it. But if I flip it over, some of you probably know the TV show this is from. And the crazy thing about it is, if I move this little lever down, the wings will still, there we go. Yep. I'm blown away that the wings will still pop out. The decals are still on it. I know the camera won't focus on the text, but it has Corgi right here, Buck Rogers right there, Starfighter 1980. Good, solid die cast feel to it. And the plastic bits are still kind of loose. It's crazy that it's still in. This was a neat spaceship at the time. I mean, there was X-wings from Star Wars, and then there was Buck Rogers. That's pretty much all we had way back when. And Padawannabe says, collect Star Wars and X-Men. Yeah, yeah, oh yeah. I've got a ton of Star Wars toys. Well, maybe not a ton, but still had a whole mess of them. That is my, yeah, move my microphone out of the way. All right. So there was Star Wars, there was GoBots, there was Transformers. Have, yeah, I always enjoyed season one, and then oh man, they went from season one to that season two, and man, night and day difference. I never could get into season two. I know I've watched it all the way through, but woof. Season one, great. Season two, not so much. Now, these, let me see here. I'm surprised that these are intact or as intact as they are. These are Shogun Warriors. They didn't really have much in the way of articulation aside from the arms swinging up. I was never certain on the name of this particular guy. I have this, and then I have the giant 2-foot toy of this particular character. I think he was the Great Mazinger or something like that. And then this guy right here. There's a very odd mix of die cast metal and plastic. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the all the articulation that these guys did at the time. There was like all the movement. Oh man, this guy's about to fall apart. Yeah, the heads don't even rotate. Whatever this guy is, he's got number 17 right on his chest, so it's 17 of whatever he is. As I fly through space. Or I know I've got these are like all the toys I have from Shogun Warriors. I've got a good run of the comic books. Not a complete run. Someday I may get a complete run of the comic books or get the issues I'm missing. Let's see. Buck Rogers made by the same people as Battlestar Galactica. That's why the second season was similar. Yeah, that was just a drastic change from one season to the next for Buck Rogers. And of course, if you're a fan of Battlestar Galactica, the old show, you will say defiantly that Galactica 1980 does not exist. I'm going to set these aside. Let's see. Yeah, my desk is slowly. All right. Next up, this guy has seen better days. Actually, I grab a handy wipe here. So there I was pulling these toys out of boxes. Some of the boxes were ratted up and stuff in storage. And some of these toys still have the decals attached to them. That is mind blowing. And just running a wet wipe over it is already making it look a lot better on camera. I have no idea what this is. I don't know if this is from a TV show, comic book, or whatever. It has Dinky Toys, Trident Starfighter, made in England. And then you've got like a little staired ramp that comes down, and then you could like set it. What it is missing is like a little missile that goes in here, and you could launch the missile by pushing this little button right here. So you know, like put the missile in, shoot it at your cats or your dogs or whatever. They look similar to this. These do not come out. If I looked for it, I could probably find the little missile that goes into this. But this is a good chunk of die cast metal right here. This has some weight to it. I have absolutely no idea what this is related to. I'm just blown away that decals are still attached to it. Well, this one's kind of lifting up some, but still. There's a decal there. There's a decal there. Two decals on the wings. Oh, what's this? West Kegel. I'd go further than that. The Battlestar Galactica reboot doesn't exist. Yes, yes, I actually agree with you with that. I was not a fan of the Ron Moore Battlestar Galactica reboot. I didn't actually care for it at all. It was oh, what they did to that show, it was extremely off-putting. I think there was even an interview where Edward James almost came out and said that if you are a fan of the original series, you would not like the new show. All right. So, something else I've got here, I have a well familiar spaceship that we all know and love. I have absolutely no idea where this came from. It's not a bad little detail to it. It's got this nice little stand. And then it's got a little slot or something in here that you put in this plastic ribbon. And then when you yanked the ribbon out real quick, it would like vibrate and move around in the little stand here, and it would make some noise. Let me see. "1996 LFL Applause China." That's all the writing it has on it. Oops. That's pretty neat, though. Pretty clean, well kept. Surprised nothing happened to that over the years. All right, now, okay, I have two toys. Yeah, two toys left. I'm going to get into this guy because this is, what was this? Enter the Falcon from Trek Wars. Yep. Now, this guy right here, I honestly have no idea what this is. I remember getting it from like a little kit, and you would have to like take all the parts and assemble everything because it was like a little jigsaw puzzle. It came in pieces. And you can actually open it up. You've got a little pilot in there. This is crazy. Oh, he's not going. He's not seated in the module correctly. There he is. All right. So the big thing about these were you would get them as kits, and you would take the kits apart. Well, you'd take the little pieces apart, assemble it all, and then you'd have this little wind up gearbox. This is amazing because it still works. Oh, he ran out of juice. He didn't want to walk across my desk. There he goes. I have absolutely no idea what this is. Is this Power Rangers or something? I don't know. Anybody knows what this is, let me know, please. Because there are no identifying markings on this. Oops. Maybe on the little cockpit. If I can. No, that feels pretty well attached. Oh, there he is. Made in Japan. And what looks like Tommy. Tommy. Or Tony. Tony. And that is the only markings that this particular guy has. But this was just mind blowing. It's like there I was digging through boxes of toys, memories, memories flooding back, even to the point of where I was with my mom, what store we were in when she bought the toys for me. It's just amazing how memory works. All the things that come flooding back. Ah, Tommy is a Japanese toy company. Well, that's good to know. I can look that up and see what this guy is. Because I have this guy, and then I have another one similar to this that is unfortunately in pieces. Let's see if he's in within arm's reach here. There we go. So yeah, this is something similar to this. There is some interchangeability. Like this particular one would have a similar uh, little module here for a pilot to sit in, but this has 6 legs. Well, it would have 6 legs. And this little, oh, this one's broken. This one will not wind up. But that's what that is. I'm actually trying to get all the pieces together and reassemble this one. And oops, like this, when this is all assembled, the little legs will move and shift and it will walk across your desk or whatever. Oh, now this one has some writing on it. Yeah, Tommy, made in Japan. Ah, pronounced Tomy. Tomy. Okay, gotcha. Cool. Thank you for that. I would have just continued saying Tommy like uh, all Americans would say it. Tommy. Cool. Gonna set him aside. Okay. So last one for the evening. I've been going over GoBots, Shogun Warriors, and now the last one for the evening before I call it quits. This is a very, very dirty transformer. Let's see, we have I can't make that out. Where's a handy wipe? There's a handy wipe. Because this guy, I pulled him out of a box and I was just blown away that it's still in relatively good shape. All right. Yes, Soundwave. Takara Company Limited, 7483 Japan. And what's crazy is I still have these as well. Soundwave, and this one looks like at one time it might have. And West Kegel. Do I still have the cassette goes in the front compartment? Yes, I sure do. If it will work, because I did notice this guy was kind of stuck. Oh, yeah, it's a little bit of You can kind of see in there. You can kind of see the little bit of plastic on this door is broken. But I imagine if I like look on eBay for parts, it doesn't want to fit right. But yeah, here's one. I remember there being like a series of little cassette transformers. This is just the one that came with it, and I do not even know. Okay, so that bit moves. This is mind blowing. It's doing something. All right. I I don't remember how these transformed. It gets to a point and then it stops, and I don't want to try forcing it. Okay, oops. One moves out that far. The other one does not want to move at all. Okay, I'm not going to try forcing it. I'm going to leave it the way it is, and I'm probably going to hop on YouTube later on to see how these functioned. It's been stuck like that for multiple decades. So, probably safe to say that this plastic is stuck in place. I remember there being two different cassettes, a bird and a dog. Yes. And this looks like it's going to be the bird. Taking a wild guess at it. Yeah, that looks like the bird. So yeah, Soundwave would have his. This looks like at one time it would shoot out because it's got a little button right there, but it doesn't seem to do anything. So the spring is probably broken. That extends for some strange reason. Then that fits there, and then I'm guessing this one fit there. I don't know. I don't even know if this goes to it or if it goes to something else. Because I've got other Transformers like Optimus Prime and whatnot, but I wasn't planning on going way late tonight. I'm probably going to just end the stream on this guy, sharing memories and whatnot. Yeah, the plastic is stiff. I know the arms move. Okay, the arms move there, but this feels kind of iffy. Uh-oh. Well, there went his gun. He does stand. He does stand upright. And then, oh, it's actually kind of clean look. Well, it's dirty, but it's not like grungy. But the arms do that. And the head, okay, the head does swivel. Oh, that's right. He swivels around, and then I believe the head goes down or something like that. This is crazy. Yeah. I should do like a series of live streams solely on nostalgia. I've done uh 3 of them already. I should just say late night musings, the nostalgia series, where once a week or once every few weeks I go back and share something from the 70s or 80s. Well, I guess even the 90s at this point. But this has been a trip. So you started off the stream with this guy, then ended it with started on a GoBot, ended on a Transformer. Well, I guess talking about a future nostalgia live stream, I will show off Optimus Prime here. He and the trailer I have with him, that will be a future live stream. Actually, does this go here? Oops. Seems to be interchangeable. It doesn't want to fit the hand. Or maybe I just never really put it in the hand before. Oh, it fits that one. Okay. So maybe this one goes with this guy, and this one goes with Optimus Prime. Maybe. I don't know. Okay. So yeah. This is he's stuck between robot and truck mode. And I can't get him back to robot. He's falling and he won't get up. Okay. Well, I'm going to set that aside, and that will be in a future live stream when I go back down memory lane again and go over whatever else I can pull out of storage. This has been fun. But yeah, I'm going to end it right here for tonight because I've been rambling on now for about a little over an hour. It's just now when you go down your own memory lane, thinking about all the stuff you had as a kid, all the toys you had. Anybody who's watching this on a replay, feel free to share in the comments section. What were some of your favorite toys? And if you're a Gen Xer in your 40s and 50s, you may or may not still have a toy collection that you've managed to keep over the years. Maybe you look back at them from time to time and the memories come flooding back. But I know. Give the Millennium Falcon from Star Wars some love there. There he is. Oh, goodness. Well, before I close it out, I got to say hello to everyone. Let's see. Killer Rabbit from space. Join me from where he is in the world where it's very, very chilly. Padawannabe. Hello, Padawannabe. Let's see. Who else? Melted Copper. And, yes. Wes Cagle. Thank you for joining me. Let's see. Did I get everyone? Yes. You're very welcome. That's a cool trip down memory lane. Yes. Yes. This is, I'm going to have to go back and like renumber all the past live streams where I've touched on nostalgia and just say I'm doing a nostalgia series. episode 4, 5, whatever. Ah, yes, thank you. Please like, share, and subscribe. I keep hitting 50 subscribers, and YouTube keeps knocking it back down. So I'm always looking to get back above 50 subscribers again, perhaps even more. But yeah, thank you so much. Like, share, subscribe. Hope I've been entertaining to everybody and not boring. Good night and have a pleasant tomorrow. Yes, thank you all for joining me tonight. I will, let's see, go here and here. There we go. So close it out with this, everyone. Thank you all for joining me. It's been great going back down memory lane, getting nostalgic because it's the memories and the feelings from your past that really just come gushing out. And what is it the kids say these days? It hits you in the feels or whatever they say. I don't know. But fun as always. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Until next time, everyone, see ya.